Well, hello there and welcome back to my channel, or of course welcome to my channel if you're new. If you are new, then hello, lovely to meet you. My name is Alex, and if you are new here, make sure you stick around and subscribe. If you're not new and you've been here for a while, then why not make sure the notification bell is switched on just so you're notified of every single time that I upload. Now for today's video, I have a super exciting one because I'm going to be testing out a new palette by Beauty Bay, and you know I absolutely love to review Beauty Bay palettes. So this is called the Metamorphic 16 colour palette. This is the packaging, love it. When I saw like all the teaser sort of photos and videos, I thought this is going to be like a bit of like a spacey sort of themed duochromes, maybe that sort of thing. And yeah, when I saw the colour story, I was like, oh okay, Beauty Bay, I see what you're doing there, and I'm really excited to try this. Actually, it's quite different colour story wise for me. It's not a colour story I use on the regular basis, so I guess we're just going to have to create some sort of look with this and hope that I like it. So before I show you the palette, this retails for £18. It's a little bit more on the spenny side for Beauty Bay for £16 because usually they're about 14, but as you can see, it's a completely different layout, and how else do I describe it? Just different packaging and things like that to their normal palettes. There are also liquid shadows with this collection. There are two metallic ones like that. They look absolutely stunning, but honestly, I just bought the Melt and Nightmare Before Christmas collection, so I need to save money where I can. And I also just bought stuff from the new Revolution and It collection, so yeah, need to calm down on the spending. But it comes with the liquid shadows, and then they also did a bundle where you could get the palette, their high key mascara, which I still haven't used, by the way. Let me know if you've used that. I'd love to know if it's good or not. An eyeliner and the two little liquid shadows, and you can get that for £31.20. So not a massive collection, but the liquid shadows do look really nice. Okay, so this is the palette packaging. It's super cute and very cool. I love the like raised palette name there, and then it does actually open like this. Very hard to show you, and this is what the palette looks like. Super cute, a lot of mattes and shimmers to use, and there's also mirrors either side of the palette. It's really hard to show you because of the mirrors. I cannot wait to get this on my eyes. I have no idea what look to create, but let's just get on into it. Okay, so I've just had a bit of a deeper look at the colour story, and I mean there is only 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 mattes, and there's 11 shimmers. So I actually thought there was more mattes than that. I don't know why my brain didn't process. And all of the mattes are on like the navy, purple, and then there's also like a neutrally sort of khaki shade. I'm a little bit out of my depth with this. I'm gonna try and hopefully create a nice enough look. So firstly, I'm gonna take Morphe, which is this navy blue here. Also, I use my Beauty Bay eye base, by the way. And what I'm gonna do with that shade is I'm gonna put that in the crease. If there was like another purpley shade in here, I would have done like a half and half sort of look, but it is like mainly a blue matte sort of palette. Next, I'm going to take System, which is this shade here, and I'm just going to start to buff out the crease. I'm thinking like grey to purple sort of gradients. I mean, who knows if that will work, but you know, we're going to try. So I'm just going to use the grey to start buffing out the blue. Now I'm going to take Reality, which is this light purple here. Wish me luck, because honestly I have no idea if this is gonna work. Oh no, it kind of works. Love that. It actually works way more than I thought it was gonna, so I'm really pleasantly surprised. Next I'm going to take Parallel, which is the deepest sort of navy blue, and I'm just going to add that to my inner and outer corners. The purple is so like pastely and pigmented, it really like brings everything together. So yeah, I'm really pleasantly really pleasantly surprised actually at this. I didn't think I'd enjoy this, or not even that, I just didn't know if I knew what to do with it, but you know, clearly I have some sort of idea. Okay, so these are just like 4 of the shimmers, and like, look how sickening these are. Like, you have got to be kidding me. Like, look at them. Wow, that is absolutely beautiful. So it looks like all of the shimmers in this palette have that more like squidgy sort of texture, so I don't know if this is going to pick up well on a brush. I will give it a go. I think firstly I'm going to take Spill, which is the blue shimmer, first, and I will line it up with one on top, but I just want to take Spill. Oh, I'm going to add that to my lid. I reckon it would probably apply a little bit better with my finger, but I mean, it is working. There's a nice little reflect in that shade as well, which is stunning. Okay, next I'm going to take this shade. I'm not even going to bother trying and pronounce that. But I'm going to flip my brush round the other way. And this one has a bit more of like a lilac-y tinge. I'm just going to add that to the centre, just to brighten it up. I don't even need to blend like either side, because it's just blended really nicely on its own. And wow, that has added just a little bit of like brightness on top. Like, that is stunning. Okay, and for my lower lash line, I will try this shade here, which is called Avatar. I do feel like it's a little bit kind of like random, but I suppose it would go with the grey in the palette. It looks really warm in the pan, but it's just like a pale grey. Then I'm going to take a little bit of System, which is the grey in the palette, or the darker grey. And I'm just going to add this to the outer corner. And then for the inner corner and brow bone, I feel like I would usually go in with the bright icy one, but I'm going to take this silver down here just to make it a bit more like, I don't know, like spacey sort of thing, do you know? Then, do you know what? I'm going to add a little bit of Future on the top. Oh, just to make it pop a bit more. Do you see that? That is why I love a bright inner corner and brow bone, and Future is this icy shade here. Okay, so this is my completed look with the Metamorphic palette by Beauty Bay. Let me know down below what you think. I'm just going to hop off camera and I'm going to finish off the rest of my makeup, and then I'll be back with my final thoughts. Okay, so I'm back. My makeup is now complete. For my mascara, I used the Maybelline The Falsies Surreal mascara, and then for my lips I did a little bit of a combo. So firstly I used the Revolution IRL Filter Finish Lip Definer. This is in the shade Stiletto, I believe it's the deepest one. Not Stiletto, Americano Brown. It's basically the deepest one that they do. I just needed a dark brown. And then for my lipstick, of course you're all expecting me to whack out the Beauty Bay Freckle lipstick, but I don't know where I've put it. I've either put it in another bag or it's deep in my lip drawer, I'm not really too sure. So I found this. This is by Jacqueline Cosmetics, and this is the I'm a Cancer liquid lipstick. I thought it is quite like a light, sort of like cool toned brown, so I thought that would go well with the eyes. And then I finish it off with one of my favourite nude glosses. This is by I Heart Revolution and Cocoa Pebbles, and this is the Bam Bam lip gloss, just to finish it off. So as I said, I've actually surprised myself with this eye look. I didn't know whether it's going to be good or just a shower of shit. I thought I was going to ruin it, just because these are not normally tones that I use on a regular basis. But I feel like I may have pulled it out of the bag. I mean, Beauty Bay shadows also really help because they're super easy to blend and the shimmers go really nice. In fact, not even just nicely, just amazingly on the lid. Like, they're so pigmented and so blinding. I love them. And yeah, it kind of reminds me of like the BH Cosmetics, was it the blueberry muffin they brought out like years ago? And I just loved the like periwinkle sort of tones in it, and this is what it kind of reminds me of. I actually really love this, and I love the look I created. Formula's also really, really good as per usual. It is a little bit more expensive than what they usually are, but if you use the code TRENDMOOD, all in capitals, it should take, I think, 10% off. I believe that's the code I used. I will leave it down below as well in case you forget. And I love the shimmers. Despite me thinking they were going to be a bit more like the putty sort of shades, I had no issues with them. They actually applied really nicely with a brush. Super foily and pigmented and reflective. I mean, look at that. Like, they are just absolutely stunning. And honestly, my gradients is blended really well, and that is just like down to how good Beauty Bay shadows are. And I say that in every single Beauty Bay review because honestly, they never let me down. Okay, it's safe to say I do strongly recommend this palette, especially if you want to like dive out of your comfort zone and just try something new. There's not a lot of palettes like this on the market. I don't think it is quite unique. I just dug a massive chunk of shimmer out of that. Anyway, as I was saying, yeah, I don't think there's a lot of palettes like this on the market as well. And yeah, I really enjoyed using it, and I would definitely recommend you checking it out. Okay, I'm gonna wrap this video up here. I really hope you enjoyed it, and if you did, please let me know by smashing the thumbs up button. Comment down below, let me know what you think of the palette, and of course, if you haven't already, please subscribe down below, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.